Hello, learners. Welcome to lesson 7. In this lesson, we are going to explore one of the most important topics in programming, that is, operators and expressions in both C and Python. By the end of this lesson, you will clearly understand about all the main types of operators used in C and Python, how expressions are formed using these operators, the key differences in how operators behave in C and Python, as well as operator precedence and associativity rules, implicit and explicit type conversion, real world example using each type of operator, special and unique operators found in both language. Whether you are a beginner or brushing up your fundamentals, this lesson will help you strengthen your core programming concepts and write more powerful code. So let's start exploring the world of operators and expressions and see how they work behind the scenes in a real program. Let's understand what operators and expressions really are in programming. An operator is simply a symbol that performs an action on data. For example, in the expression a plus b, the plus sign is an operator because it is performing an addition operation. Now, let's talk about expressions. An expression is a combination of operators and operands that produces a result. For example, a plus b into 10. Here, a, b, and 10 are operands, and plus and multiply are operators. Together, they form an expression that can be evaluated by the computer. So remember the simple rule that operator equal to does the work and expression is equal to combination of values and operators that gives a result. In both C and Python, we have the common arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo. However, Python includes two extra and very powerful arithmetic operators. The first one is floor division, represented by double slash. It divides two numbers and returns only the whole number part, removing the decimal portion. And the second one is exponentiation, represented by 2 star. It is used to raise a number to the power of another number. So while C focuses on the basic arithmetic operators, Python gives us more flexibility with floor division and exponentiation, making complex mathematical calculations easier and more readable. Let's now see a simple example in C and Python to understand how division works differently. First, in C, we take two integer variables, a is 7 and b is 2. When we write a divided by b, C performs integer division. So 7 divides by 2 gives 3, not 3.5, because C removes the decimal part. Next, when we use the modulo operator, 7 modulo 2 gives us 1, which is the remainder. So in C, a divided by b is equal to 3 and a modulo b is equal to 1. When a is equal to 7 and b is equal to 2. Now let's see the same example in Python. In Python, when we write a divided by b, we get 3.5 because Python performs float division by default. Then, if we use float division written as double slash, Python gives us 3, which is the whole number part only. And finally, using the exponent operator, a to the power of b, that gives us 49. So in Python, a divided by v is equal to 3.5. If we need only the integer portion, then we have to write a double slash b, that is equal to 3. And if we need the square of the number, or if we need a to the power b, that time we have to write a double star b is equal to 49. This simple example clearly shows how Python is actually more flexible than C in arithmetic operations. Now, let's understand relational operators. Relational operators are used to compare two values, and the result of a relational operation is always either true or false. The first one is equal to written as double equals. It checks whether two values are exactly the same. The second one is not equal to. It checks whether two values are different. Next is greater than. It checks if the value is bigger than the right value. Then we have less than. It checks if the left value is smaller than the right value. Now, greater than or equal to, it checks if the left value is either greater than or exactly equal to the right value. And finally, less than or equal to, it checks if the left value is either less than or exactly equal to the right value. These relational operators are commonly used in conditions, loops, and decision making statements like if, else, and while. So, in short, relational operators have the program make decisions based on comparisons. Now let's write a simple program using relational operators. In this program, we will take two numbers from the user and use relational operators to compare them. First, the program will check whether the first number is greater than the second number. Next, it will check whether the first number is less than or equal to the second number. After that, it will check whether both numbers are equal. And finally, it will check whether both numbers are not equal. For each of these comparisons, the program will print the result as true or false. This a small program helps us understand how relational operators work in real decision making situations. Try running this program with different values and notice how the result changes based on the numbers you entered. Now I will show you how to use relational operators in C programming. So this program will compare two numbers to give us four different results. So initially, we just written the program description in the comment box here from line to 1 to 9. Then I'm creating, I just include the standard input output header file in line number 11. Then I have created the main function and declaring two floating point variables a and b. Then I am taking two numbers from the user by using scanf function. Scanf percent f ampersand a and scanf percent f ampersand b. Now we will check whether a is greater than b. For that, we just write the equation printf percent point 2f. Percent point 2f, that means this is the percent f is actually the format specifier for the floating point number. So if you print the value of any floating point number after two decimal points, at that time you should write percent point 2f. Okay, so printf percent point 2f is greater than percent point 2f is percentage backslash n comma a comma b. A belongs to first person point 2f and b belongs to second person point 2f. Then using the conditional operator, we will check whether a is greater than or b. Here we just written a is greater than b. If this condition is true, that time it will print true true. Otherwise, it will give us result false. Okay. Similarly, we will write another three conditions. Second one is for a is less or equal to b. Third one is for a is equal to b, and fourth one is for a is less than, a is not equal to b. Sorry, a is not equal to b. So it is ready to run. So after run the program, we take 5 as a first number and 10 as a second number. Just we got the correct output here. Now I will write the same problem in Python here. Just for our good understanding, we just put down the question beginning of the code. Then just take two numbers from the user by writing that line a is equal to float input parameter. Within the input parameter, this is enter first number. Okay, and the first number will be, it will count as a float number. Then b is equal to writing the same thing, float input enter. It is actually second number. So a and b we are taking as two float number here. Now I'll just write the comment here, that is relational operator checks. Okay, so write the print function. Within the print function, this is a comma, then greater than, within the double quotation, then b comma is within the double quotation, then a comma b. Okay, then a is greater than b. Okay, by doing so we will write it for a is greater than or equal to b, sorry, a is less than or equal to b, and it is also for a is equal to b and a is not equal to b. So after doing so, if we run the program, then it's taking enter first number is equal to 5 and enter second number is equal to 7. We see that there is a right output. Check the program for another 3 or 4 pairs, then check it is working or not.